you if we dance in the blizzard. We are not getting cold.
He done it!
Baby. We fall apart, piece by piece. That's how the little things get huge. Just keep on moving through the beat. Don't let them get the best of you. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Woo! Yeah!
Come on over, let's pick up where we left off. You and I had lots of love just to top it off. We can wind and down for days, never let it stop. I just want your everything, baby. Maybe later we can dance, never let go. Listen to our favorite songs on the radio. Loosen up and lose ourselves to this feeling, oh. I just want your everything, baby. I'll be deep under your influence tonight. Ooh, keep it coming, babe. I don't mind another round. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby. I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch. I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. Moon is rising and the stars are coming now. But we miss it 'cause we're way down on the ground. Ain't nobody interrupting if we decide. I just
Alrighty. G'day, you wonderful people. Yes, Sean. I know. I've fixed that. It's just my what's it? Error. My error. Why couldn't I even think of the word to describe what happens when you make a mistake? That's concerning. Anyway, g'day, you wonderful humans. Welcome back to channel, stream, etc. Welcome to a milk run as well. So I'm going to try and do a few milk runs over this weekend. Why? I don't know. I just had a thought earlier in the week because I've been trying to stream the last few nights and it's just been every time it's too late, or I'm in the mood for a gym session, or stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, if I try and fit that in as well, I'm not going to be going to bed until the sun comes up, kind of thing. So yeah, I was just like, bugger it, let's try and string together 3 or 4 milk runs a few nights in a row around the weekend, and we'll just call it the milk run weekend. I don't know. Yes, absolutely, Brett, absolutely. So I hope everyone's enjoying their view of the overhead control panel here in the A320. I know certainly that I am. I will obviously jump into the chat and say g'day to those who have joined us, but I'm just going to do a little bit more setting up in here so that once I do, because I've just turned my IRS on, which is obviously, it's not the tax system, believe it or not. It is the system that runs everything GPS-wise, which is, relatively important. Make sure that our barometer is okay. So I'm just going to turn up all the lights, etc., so that when I stop talking, which is probably going to be never, at least we're semi-ready to go. It's the things like this that make you realise that this fly-by-wire A320 should never, ever, ever have been free. When you can, the level of detail is to, this sort of, where if you literally want to operate the plane, you're going to have to mess with the brightnesses and stuff. This is 100% a payware aircraft if any major developer made it. Anyway, we all know that I absolutely love this thing, and that I'm going to always sing its praises, even those who don't like Airbus and prefer Boeing. You two have to listen as well. Oh yes, and that's the... no, I don't want to unlock the cockpit door. Yeah, everybody just come in, hang out, chill out, etc. Can I lock the cockpit door? I can lock. I was going to say, is it illegal to lock the cockpit door in Uzbekistan, is it? Alright, so now that I can allow the IRS to align, etc. I can't get the bloody camera to align though. There we go, that's better. How's that? Nice livery, actually, Uzbekistan. Alright, so whilst that comes up, actually I also need to... is my APU on? I think my APU's on, so that's fine. We'll, music lower please, out of 10, music 8, voice 4, plane 0. Alright, 2 seconds, Sean, appreciate that, mate. That might actually be too low now there on the music. The reason you probably can't hear the plane is because it's not running yet. But do let me know if that doesn't change. Alright, chat. Get to the chat. Get to the chat. It doesn't quite have the same ring as get to the chopper, does it? Anyway. So, first off, g'day Sean, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope things are wonderful in your part of the world. Mr. Brett plays, g'day, g'day, g'day. He says, I hope all is well. It is, Brett. I'm just really busy. But all is well, all is well. And it's not even necessarily my, job working at the pub that's causing the busyness. It's the things I've decided to take on in life outside of that, like, starting a couple of businesses and stuff like that. That's what's taking up a significant amount of time. But I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well, Brett. Where are we? Hey, Mr. Kanga. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope things are well in your part of the world. Same to you, William Kelly, mate. Hope things are awesome down there in SoCal. I have no idea what the time would be currently, but it's probably the middle of the night, and I appreciate you being here. The F-28 is coming next Wednesday for US 70. Yeah, it's on the pricey side, but I guess, Just Flight, PMDG, and Aerosoft, those three, kind of have made a name for themselves making high fidelity, almost study level aircraft. And the amount of development that goes into those planes is probably as much as the sim at times. So yeah, I mean, you're preaching to the right crowd, William. I don't have the PMDG 737, 700, 800 or 900, because to buy the three of those is about 350 Australian dollars. They're over $100 per aircraft. At least they are on the marketplace anyway. So you're definitely preaching to the right crowd, because if it's 70 US dollars, it means it's going to be in excess of 100 Australian dollars. So basically, at this point, I somehow, if I want to get the 3 737s and the F-28, I have to find a spare $500. Give or take. Which probably ain't going to happen. So, yeah. I definitely know how you feel there, William. Definitely know how you feel. But it does look amazing. And credit to Just Flight. I reckon it's going to be incredible. It's just, yeah. Oh, it's a lot of money to spend on a sim. It really is, especially when these days the only time I get to spend in the sim is when I'm with you wonderful people streaming, which is once a week. Sometimes not even that. So, yeah. Hey, Mr. Marcus Simmer. G'day, Marcus, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope things are going well for you. Did I miss anybody else? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Oh, it is perfect. That is better. Oh, okay. It's just weird because I now can't hear the music, but if the music's good for all of you, that's great. I get my music in a minute anyway when I start the engines here on the A320, so all good. And I did fix the flight plan. I want to make that very clear as the bot runs it through. Come on. Go on, bot. There we go. There we go. Come on, get to the aircraft part. I realised that I didn't edit it after I hit the flight plan originally. I was like, geez, I hope nobody saw that. And then the whole chat's like, interesting ATR. I can't get away with anything around here, you know? Alright. Guess I should probably make sure that we're all aligned. We do appear to be all aligned. I just want to confirm that the APU is on. It is. Well, I'm getting the vibe that it is. So let's turn on the bleed so that we can get this thing going. Oh yeah, I should probably check to make sure that we're heading. Yeah, so I need to remove that flight plan discontinuity. Yes, I'd like to clear the... Thank you. I was going to say, please let me clear the flight plan discontinuity. Just want to make sure that we have no other issues. We do. We have another flight plan discontinuity. There we go. Beautiful. That's all removed. Everything seems to be fantastic. Right, so what do there's a couple of other things I need to do here. First things first, I need to, I believe, I need to turn on my predictive wind shear to auto, and then I need to turn my transponder to TARA, and where is ATC to on, ignition to start/crank, engine 2. Right. Did my bot just like give up in chat, or am I... Can somebody just pop a message in chat and make sure that chat's still working for me? Because halfway through that flight plan thing from the bot, the whole chat just stopped. Okay, so it didn't just stop for me, it stopped for everyone. Cool. That's, you know.
He's done it!
He has. That, for those who are from other parts of the world, that particular sound grab is from AFL commentary. So our national game, our national sport, whatever you want to refer to it as, that's commentary from that. I honestly don't remember where I found that soundboard. It's been doing that for months. So I wonder if it's a YouTube thing or a chatbot thing, Brett. You've probably got more idea than I do of what's going on. Alright, so engine 2 is running. We better catch up to it, hey. 2 seconds. I need to do something with Doggo. She was having a bad dream or something, How do I know that? Because she makes little whimpering noises when she's having a bad dream, and whenever that occurs, I just make sure that I go there and wake her up, because, you know, I don't want her to have that sort of thing. Right, so you thought Aussie sport was cricket. So that's our summer sport, Sean. That's what we play during summertime. And then during the winter times, we play AFL and rugby. Usually.
Right, please prepare for takeoff.
So, right now in Australia is currently the AFL and the rugby season. But obviously the Ashes is being played in the UK where it's summertime. So our cricket team is over there playing because it's summer. Ah, it's the on-screen thing. Okay. Well, I guess that does make sense, hey Brett. It does make sense. Alright, so we've got both engines started. We do. I can bring that back to normal. I'm going to go with just one notch of flaps because this is a major airport. Yeah, I know, right, Brett? Cricket is an English sport. Well, we're over there teaching them how to play it. Exactly. I will admit I saw quite a... in fact, I think I shared it. Quite a funny meme, which was the Johnny Walker logo with Keep Walking, except instead of it being Johnny Walker, they put Johnny Bairstow there instead. I'm sure the English people in the chat are so happy with that right now. It's always sunny in Australia. Sean, I bloody wish, mate. Oh, speaking of which, Sean, I apologise. I saw it come through when I was setting up and I didn't mention anything at the time. But thank you very much for the donation at the beginning of the stream. Towards the 737 fund. I just read what you wrote. I appreciate it a lot, Sean. I really do. Yeah. Thank you. It genuinely means a lot, and it will 100% be used for that 737 fund whenever I get enough money together. From what people are telling me, the 800 is the model to buy first, and then get the 700 and the 900 later on. I feel like that's probably correct because the 800 is so popular. Alright, so I think... that sound. That sound. It really is. I don't know if it's just me, but there's something about those... what even are they? Are they CFM or... what's the other one? Leap? Is that the other... LEAP? They're the other manufacturer of... Neo. Anyway... brakes off. Let's get out of here. Whoop, brakes not off then. That's fine. Because the pushback truck decided to consume us. I hope we were very delicious. I need to figure out what runway I've got set up for in this flight plan. Zoom in, zoom in. Let's see what's going on. Where are we? We are... not far actually from, so runway 08 is the active runway, and I believe that's just somewhere there. Can you stop zooming out, please? Sorry, I'm just speaking to the inanimate pieces of technology. Right, so I think, yeah, towards my right. So it's literally just a case of taxi out and go. Awesome. That's nice and easy. I couldn't have picked a better gate if I tried. Although I would like to see some scenery done for Tashkent Airport. I must admit, that would be nice. Not that... so you may be wondering, why did I choose Uzbekistan as a place to do a Milkrun? And as you would all know, I, in my spare time, I get to, you know, occasionally watch some stuff on YouTube, and a lot of the stuff that I watch on YouTube is travel related in real life. People like Drew Binsky, what's his name? The young Irish fellow who does Asia and all that in Thailand, Paddy Doyle, people like that. Not so much Paddy Doyle because he's very much a focus on Southeast Asia, but quite a few vloggers have said that Uzbekistan is basically the most underrated country and the place to go and travel to if you've got the opportunity to travel in 2023 and beyond. And I did a bit of searching up about it, and it turns out that's actually a thing. It's one of the safest countries in the world to travel to. And I was like, you know what, seeing as we're on the topic of Uzbekistan, let's just into a milk run. You know, I can at least get some idea of what the country looks like from above. Anyway, we can continue this conversation, but I really should keep this thing moving because although this is definitely not a long flight by any means, it is going on 11 p.m. here. We have got about an hour of flying to do, and I do have work in the morning and another few milk runs to do for the rest of the week. So it would be in my best interest to make sure that I don't spend... Hello, can I have like some movement? There we go. It helps if you give it a little bit of extra throttle, I've discovered. that usually makes you move in a forwards motion. Somebody really needs to, you know, get me in contact with scientists for my just amazing knowledge of physics and how things work. So we'll go out behind Marcus here, who is also in the A320. Although I don't know if it's the... oh my god, we are moving now. Jeez, are we moving? Let's pull some throttle out, shall we? I don't know if he's in the standard, the fly-by-wire, or the Phoenix. I don't know why he's not even showing up as just like an A320 model, but anyway, maybe that's something in my settings that got changed in recent updates, or something that I changed a long time ago and forgot that I changed, or I'm supposed to hold there at that and wait for Marcus to go. Oh well, I'm going to be just basically right behind him then. Oh jeez, for a minute I thought that the brakes weren't working there. I just wasn't stopping. Anyway, oh, you're in the Phoenix A320 in the Uzbekistan livery. That makes sense, because I don't have the Phoenix A320, because for me, the fly-by-wire is more than enough in terms of realism. Because, as you'd all know, as a study-level aircraft are not exactly something that I'm... how do I put this gently? They're not exactly something that I'm professional at. I know how to fly the fly-by-wire quite well because of Bubba. He gave me an in-depth tutorial, but yeah. Alright, let's pull up to there, put the brakes on, and let's... Marcus is going. Kanga's in the 738. Sean is in the 737. So we've got a Phoenix, we've got a fly-by-wire, and we've got 2 PMDGs. There's a nice mountain range just chilling in the background as well. Alright, tower, this is Uzbekistan Airlines? It's one of those flight, I don't know, 27, holding very, very short of runway 08 left. Can I take off? That's how they do it, right? It's all very professional there. Nah, I'm ATC. I could probably actually do it. You know, ATC would be, you know, now that Marcus is going to be like, get on runway 08 left, line up and wait, and then, you know, clear for takeoff, etc, etc. I don't know why I'm saying this. You all know this. You play the sim just as much, if not more than I do. I'm a little bit tired. Watch for the prop wash from the previous aircraft. Okay. No worries. Marcus, have you retrofitted turboprops to your A320? Is that what I'm hearing? Geez, there was a little bit of crosswind there at the last minute. Really wanted to almost take us off the runway, but that's all right. Gear up is usually something required. Yeah, VATSIM flight tonight, Brett. That's exactly right. I reckon I'd do all right on VATSIM if I was in the right headspace to be thinking about, you know, making the various calls, etc. I reckon I'd do alright. Right, I need to wash some speed off here because this thing just goes off like something that goes off. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm going to put it in LVR CLB. Just chill aircraft, stop yelling at me. There we go. There we go. We are... flying? Yes. Wow, it's quite a nice little city from the air. So I say little and then I go look at it like that. It's not exactly what I'd call a little city, is it? Bloody hell. I know it's relatively decent size. It's over 3 million people, I believe, Tashkent. So... why am I losing altitude? Should I be concerned about the fact that I'm losing altitude? Yes, I probably should. So, let's solve the problem. If for some reason it wasn't doing managed altitude mode, so instead, I'll make it do what I want it to do. Yeah, I see that now, Brett. I selected, as I said, managed altitude mode because usually the A320 manages shit like that. Obviously, this particular flight plane is not working like that, so that's fine. That's all good. It is what it is. There we go, that's better. Now we're looking more like what we need to. So for some reason, and I can only assume it's because of the location of Tashkent Airport itself, for some reason when you depart from Tashkent, most of the departures, I guess that's what they're referred to, isn't it? Most of the departures require you to go out over this mountain range and either turn left or right depending on where you're going. And originally I didn't understand why, but now, as I said, looking at the location of the airport, it's basically in the middle of the city. The last thing you want is planes taking off and doing loops. Doing loops? Doing turns. I hope they're not taking off and doing loops. All the passengers need to hold on. Yeah, taking off and doing turns over the city, you know, during the day. I mean, imagine how many people would complain about that. So I guess that does make sense. And it looks like Marcus has already made his turn to head back in the correct direction. Autopilot for suggestions, not to fly air freight. That's what the pilot is for. Oh, really? Oh, okay. My bad. Correct. Yeah, I know. Outside plane noise was 10 out of 10 from behind the engines. What? Hang on a sec, Sean. Let me figure out why that is. What is that? That's interesting. Anyway, let me know how that is. I've dropped it down a little bit. Jeez, wow. This mountain range on the outskirts of Tashkent. Very nice. I'm actually surprised, honestly, with how good the scenery is, the photogrammetry. It's impressive, I'm not going to lie. Being a country that's probably not known for people who play flight simulators. I could be wrong. I don't know, I just expected some scenery that wasn't ideal. Maybe I'm underestimating the sim. So Marcus has made his turn. Sean and Kanga are climbing up behind me. So this second little mountain range just off in the distance here that we can see, that is where we make our turn. So we are going right and then right again. Yeah. William says, I expected Florida scenery on a landlocked nation. Yeah. Where are the beaches and golf courses? Well, I can try and see if we can see some golf courses for you, William, but unfortunately, mate, I can't give you any beaches. I'm fully aware that you are joking, but where are the beaches on a landlocked country? Yes. Yeah, where are the beaches? Life's a beach. Marcus is coming back round now? Are you just looping the airport, Marcus, or is my flight plan causing issues for your Phoenix? Jeez, Sean, you're remarkably close to the mountains down there. I know you're climbing and it's all good, but just giving your passengers a nice close-up view, eh? Just making sure they can see everything that they're going to run into if there's a issue. So Uzbekistan, like, I didn't know a huge amount about the place, as I said before. I had it recommended to me by a few vloggers on YouTube. Turns out that you can fly direct to Uzbekistan from New York. I had no idea. But they've obviously progressed a lot post USSR. Correct, Sean. Yes, that is correct. I'm fully aware of the fact that we're adding almost 100 nautical miles to the trip by doing this. Very aware of it, but when I was trying to set up the departure from runway 08 out of Tashkent, the only options it was giving me was to do massive loops either to the left or to the right. There was no option to go out over the city. There may have been if we took off from the opposite runways, but with an 11 knot headwind, not really recommended. So yeah, we're basically adding an extra 100 nautical miles to the flight for no real reason. But it's probably relatively accurate because I did have a look on flight radar at the flights that go from Tashkent to Bukhara, And they do tend to, if they're taking off from runway 08, they do tend to go out over the mountains and around and come back. And I think, obviously, as I said, part of it is because their airport is directly in the city. And I think the second reason is Tashkent to Bukhara in a direct straight line is about 190 nautical miles, or about 16 minutes of flying. So it probably doesn't really make sense to operate a 16-minute flight on an A320. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does make sense to do that. Am I wrong? Thinking that we could be something for real. Anyway. Now Sean is saying his close flight to the mountains. Pictures are in Discord. So, oh, that reminds me. I just clicked on general chat in the Discord, and I can see Sean's song lyrics. That reminds me. I need to keep working on the song that. Oh, my brain is so fried. I can't even string sentences together. The song that William put together with ChatGPT, I need to keep working on that. It's a good reminder, actually. Yes, I agree, Sean. Uzbekistan does most definitely look amazing. I'm actually really happy that I decided to fly this Milkrun. It's been sitting in my ideas for a while. Ooh, chemtrails. Although, Sean, I must admit, looking at Uzbekistan from the perspective of a British Airways Boeing 737-700 is, well, it's interesting. I don't quite understand your message there, Sean. The last one you said. Now, I was going to look at something, and now I can't remember what I was going to look at. I'm sure it'll come back to me. It obviously can't have been that important or instrumental to the stream, because I wouldn't have forgotten. Oh, there's a mine down there. Big open cut mine. Another one there, I think. But we're also keeping an eye out for golf courses. Not that you're probably going to be able to see many golf courses from 30,000 feet up. But anyway, you know, a man can dream of bringing the content to his people in chat that they want to see. You can tell when so a lot of you would probably know from the years of streaming. When I'm not tired, I'm up and about, I'm energetic, you know, hands are flying around like I've got 750 blowflies hanging on me. And you can tell when I'm tired because I just like get stuck in the trance of looking at the screen like. So apologies if I do that during the stream. Just hit the chat if you see me doing it. I'll be like, oh shit, yeah right, you're streaming, dickhead. Oh, I can't even bloody put together a response for you, Sean. I see what you're saying. Yeah, sometimes I feel like the streams would be better if that's all I did was just hello, goodbye, thank you for all the middle bits, all done, enjoy watching me fly, I'm going to shut up. Yeah, but you know, Sean, that requires me to shut up, and I don't know if I'm actually capable of that, honestly. Big. Fuck's sake. G'day, Big Jacko's Gaming, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. I honestly can't agree with your second comment, though. I really can't. Go the Pies. Actually, that reminds me, Jacko. I was watching the scores from that when I was at the gym earlier on. You did win. Okay. Well, at least I got my tip right. But, well, just throw my phone. Yeah, at least I got my tip right. But I'll be honest with ya. I will be honest with ya. When I was still in the kitchen and the game first started, I, you know, flicked open the AFL app just to have a look. And it was 19-0 the doggies way, and I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. And at that point, even though I tipped the Pies, I was like, wouldn't mind seeing the doggies get up. But that's just because I hate the Pies. Top of the ladder, yeah. I know. Are you the best team in the league right now? I feel like there's a few question marks, but you're definitely in the top, you know, 4 to 6 teams. That's for sure. Geez, Marcus has decided to go to the moon on his cruise, and Kangaroo's decided to just, you know, chill at sea level, basically. And then we got, ooh, gee, the sun, it's obvious, yeah, actually that would make sense, because I'm on live time, live weather, it's 11:16 here, which means in Uzbekistan it would be 6:17 p.m. So yeah, it's sunset time. So maybe we'll get a sunset arrival here in Bukhara. Speaking of which, we all need to start thinking about our arrival. So TOD is at Duckley, which is 110 nautical miles out. You're scared of heights, Kanga. So you're at 26,500 because of it. I love it. I bloody love it. Marcus, are you going to the moon? Genuine question. Are you going to the moon? The service ceiling on an A320 is like 39,000. So, you know, yeah. Jacko says, is that an airbus I smell? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You are fake news.
I'm not fake news. What are you talking about? I am the real news. Sorry. What's Sky News's slogan, Jacko? Real news, honest views, or some bullshit like that? Oh, right. Okay, that makes more sense, Marcus. I saw your message before you retracted it. That makes more sense. All right, cool. My bad. I don't check things like that. I just sort of go, yes, I want that altitude. That I'll steal that slogan from my channel now, Dave. I'm about as reliable as a news source as they are. Where do all our mountains go? A lot of, I'm assuming this is all farmland below us now. The criminal justice system, etc., 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 etc. These are their stories. Dun, dun. You can tell that I've obviously watched a lot of that TV show. Yeah, there you go, Jacko. It's a good question there from Marcus. How are you, you tent? I guess in Jacko's world, the saying, "Are you born in a tent?" I mean, technically, is true, because in Jacko's world, tent means... Do I need to go into depth? Which is also a word for axe wounds, etc. You know where I'm going with this. So in Jacko's world, are you born in a tent? Yes, actually. Anyone want to have a go at trying to pronounce the airport that's just popped up there in front of me? Yurdzhurskaya. I don't think I'm gonna pass as Uzbek somehow. Jacko is a bit drunk and a bit cold. Always cold in damn regional Vic. Jacko, it's not just cold in regional Vic, it's cold in Victoria during winter. Full stop. Period. No questions asked. But no, I agree with you. Especially night times in regional Vic. I mean, hence, hang on, I should probably... Whoops, that's a head that I've just run into there. Come on. Have you used a chair on wheels before, Bryce? Clearly not. But, Jacko, that's why I'm rocking. You know, just model it for you. The garlic bread hoodie. I find that it nicely complements my pepperoni pizza hoodie. And I don't know if you can probably see the edge of it. Jeez, anybody would think I've never sat down before. Go to the clubs in that bad boy? Well, it's funny you say that, Jacko. There was a really cold morning here 2 weeks ago on one of my days off, Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember exactly. But I went to my local coffee shop in my hoodie. Why not? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but I've also got a coffee cup hoodie. Iced coffees and hot coffees and all that on it. Anybody would think I work in food or something. And, no, I'm not wealthy. I know, hoodies are expensive. I got a discount code, which is why I've got so many. But no, agreed, Jacko. The daytime's not so much, but the night times, especially in winter, it's like, oh. Well, actually, it's not too bad here right now. I don't know what it's like for you, mate, but here it's still 11 and a half. Well, yeah, Sean, absolutely. Although iced coffees in a warm, comforting thing, it's just a little bit of a contradiction in terms. let's be honest. However, cafe, coffee goodie, yeah, I've been known to do that. For some reason, you know, the brain thinks, oh, it just wakes you up better. It doesn't, but for some reason I feel more awake when I do it that way. It's definitely all subliminal. But I should, Jacko. I really should go to the clubs in the garlic bread hoodie. It's 9. Oh, stop complaining. Go out there in your boardies, in your budgie smugglers. Eat a raw onion whilst you're out there. Nine's warm. Well, in the scheme of winter evenings in regional Victoria, 9 is warm. Pretty sure. I'm going to have to check this now. No, that's the wrong app. Opens the AFL app to try and check the weather. We don't really have any cold nights coming up, which is weird because at this time of the year I'm used to it being -2, -3, -5 overnight, and it just isn't. Sean says, I love the looks I get when it's snowing outside. I have a heated jacket, warm hat, shorts on. Yep, I can understand why people would look at you a little bit weird there, Sean. Just like, correct. What the fuck? What's all this then, says Rudin? I believe that this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, Rudin. Big Jacko says, like back in the day when you were streaming in the garage, man. So, right now, all I've got is just a long sleeve t-shirt and a hoodie. So back in those days, Jacko, I had a singlet, a long sleeve shirt, a jumper, a hoodie, a Sherpa coat, my hoodie, gloves, beanie, Sherpa socks, normal socks underneath that, and I had Ugg boots on, and I usually had 2 pairs of trackies on as well. That's how I did it. By basically turning myself into the Michelin man with clothes. Well, yeah, except as Vruden points out, when I did cooking on the fly, that room was not cold at all. In fact, it was the opposite. But Vruden, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. You have probably arrived at a great time. We are all about to start descending. In fact, Kanga has already started descending, but we're all about to start descending into Bukhara here in Uzbekistan. Speaking of which, Ozflight Simmers just released a video that says he knows when the next sim update, world update, some sort of update is due for release for the sim. So I'm not suggesting you go away from this stream right now, but at the end of the stream, I'll see you all over there, shall I? Yeah, you get to criticise the landing. Let me guess, Rudy, you're going to give it a 6. Is the music still playing, by the way? Just want to confirm, because obviously, as I said earlier in the stream, I can't actually hear it when it's down this low, so just let me know if it is still all good, especially seeing as we've been chilling on the outside of the aircraft. Bruden, I don't think you've ever given me anything different to a 6. I've made some incredible landings and I got a 6, and I've made some terrible landings and you still gave me a 6. So, no music. I have to earn a 6. Music 1, plane 9. Oh, right, okay. So when I'm outside, oh, that's going to get so annoying. When I'm outside, I have to have the music up. When I'm inside, I have to have the music down. Yeah. Hopefully that has fixed it, at least for the moment. Speaking of down, in the words of Big Jacko, it's time to go down. You need to take out the garbage. You can take out my flying skills in the process, Fruited. Right. What altitude it is at? Just under 1,000 feet. Bukhara. Okay, cool. So we've got no high altitude stuff to worry about. Beautiful. Whoop, that's the wrong way. Alright. And they say streaming is so easy and no problems at all. Who the fuck says that? Obviously somebody who doesn't stream. I see what you did there, Jacko. You actually got me. I was like, oh god, what's happened?
Disaster!
Jeez, Uzbekistan... I honestly didn't expect the photogrammetry to be like this. Hey, Mr. Big Jacko's flying along, although I don't know what he's in. The Leaveit. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's in. There might be a timer on people, Jacko. I honestly can't remember.
Oh, fair shake at the sauce bottle, mate.
But yeah, coming back to Uzbekistan, bloody awesome scenery, really is. Oh, he's in the Harrier. Okay, okay. So you're just basically going to hover above us at the airport then, Jacko, eh? I will tell you one thing though, this flight is definitely making me even more curious about travelling to the country of Uzbekistan. I mean, just look at it. Bloody look at it, mate. Just bloody look at it. Oh, you don't know how to hover in the Harrier. Okay. Might have to get Vruden to come in his F-22 or his helicopter. But yeah, Kevin07, exactly. Big Jacko's gaming. I was chatting with the boys in the kitchen a few weeks ago, and we were talking about people who've done various covers of Stairway to Heaven, and I was like, oh, remember when Kevin Rudd used it as with the Chasers War and everything as Stairway to Kevin? Sure, yeah, absolutely, Marcus. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I, for this part, would probably do this exact flight. because I don't have a sturdy ladder truck. Are we already at 15,000 feet?
Vertical speed. Maintain. Clear of conflict. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Clear of conflict. Traffic. Traffic. Maintain vertical speed.
Why am I getting TCAS warnings? Why am I getting TCAS warnings? Ah, that's why I'm getting TCAS warnings. Yeah, so just be aware, Jacko, I've got my TCAS fully operational, so it's gonna crack the shits. Hey, Mr. Brett Plays is out there in his MiG-29. I personally think the TCAS is way too sensitive in the fly-by-wire A320. I can turn it off, Jacko. You're in the MiG-29 in the Turkmenistan livery, Brett. They're interesting, actually, because obviously from Bukhara, Turkmenistan is not very far at all. And I would actually like to do a Turkmenistan Milkrun. But I need the PMDG 737-800 first before I go doing a Turkmenistan Milkrun. I mean, I agree with Marcus. I think the Phoenix is a great aircraft. I think the fly-by-wire is a great aircraft. But obviously we know that Shane won't agree with that. Because in Shane's world, if it's not Boeing, he's not going. Yeah, I figured as much, Brett. I figured as much. But, yeah, just... How far is... Yeah, so Bukhara to Turkmenabat is like 4 minutes, 5 minutes flight. What's the scenery like down there at 13,000 feet, Jacko? It's probably pretty good over that part that you're flying over. Oh, Stu's loading up the sim as well. I wonder if he's going to come in and join us for this last little bit. It's just popped up on the Steam. It's nice, yeah. I thought it might be. You need to do a flight in this part of the world, Jacko. Shane keeps saying the A320 is too easy. What does he mean by too easy though? Like, because as you said, Marcus, once you understand the PMDG 737, it's not super difficult, I don't believe. I mean, the A320 is easy because it's very computerized, but I wouldn't say that makes it boring. I don't know. G'day, Tootie, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very awesome.
Yeah!
Sean. Mate, I appreciate that massively. That's 2 donations this evening towards the 737-800 fund. Genuinely, Sean, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. So does the 737, Marcus. That's exactly right. He's not wrong about Airbus. You push a few buttons and it sort of does the rest by itself. It kind of does. It's more than just push a few buttons. There's, you know, a good bit of work involved in setting it up. But you're right. The 737 is the exact same, isn't it? Yes, Mr. Chili Jam himself. That's exactly right, Jacko. Uncle Roger's favourite chef in the world. You know what, Marcus? He's just jealous of the fact that Boeing is basically an Airbus with a different sticker on it. Except they seem to be doing a worse job than Airbus is, with the issues that the 787 had when it first came out, and then the 737 MAX. Qantas is taking Airbus. Sean has just started descending. This will be a fun run. Where are you actually, Sean? Are you like above me, or did we like leave you behind somehow? Yeah, but yeah, I was going to say exactly what Marcus just said. Commercially, Airbus is kicking Boeing's ass right now. Oh, they didn't. Yeah, of course, because it was Independence Day, American Independence Day. How did we manage to leave you behind, Sean? I don't know how we managed to do that.
Why are you following me?
Yeah, why are you all following me? We're doing a stream or something. To come back to what you were saying, Jacko, Qantas is taking Airbus. They are. From the perspective of a passenger, that's great. The A220 is an incredibly comfortable aircraft from a passenger's perspective, and will be an absolutely
welcome to all things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
G'day, Stu, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody awesome. As I was saying, yeah, A220, great for passengers. Awesome replacement for the 717. A321 XLR, game changer. 5,000 nautical mile range, 210 seats in a 2-class config. Just think about the sort of direct flights that's going to allow from Australia. And A350 1000 ULR, which is what they're buying for the direct flights to New York and London from Sydney and all that. Game changer again. And yeah, I know Qantas has been very much Boeing for a long time, but yeah, exactly. The A350 20-hour flights, exactly right. Marcus, yeah, to a degree, you're 100% correct. There is 2 planes from Boeing that I would say are on par from a passenger's perspective, and that is the Dreamliner 787 and 737 MAX. But other than those two, yeah, 100%. What is my plane doing? Is it follow? Oh, it is following the line correctly. It's just not showing up correctly on. Anyway. Wow. Jeez. That's a fair collection you got going there, Bruton. Fair collection, mate. Oh, Marcus. That's not good, mate. That's not good. I wonder why it's done that. God. Jacko's altitude just did all sorts of weird things. You were negative. There you go. You're negative 1,000 feet. You're in the ground. You have literally gone to the Earth's core. You've got the data error message, and now all you see is the spinning circle. Huh. That is weird. That is really weird. Oh, okay, so we are going to do a left-hand turn soon. I was concerned there for a moment that we weren't actually on the flight plan anymore, but no, we're all good. We're all good. Did you try? I feel like, Bruton, that turning off the engines at 22,500 feet is probably not a good idea. Yeah, that's a better solution, Marcus. Absolutely. Just chuck it out. You know how it's got the window in the cockpit? Just... What are we throwing out? I don't actually know. Well, we've just got to throw something out the window. Just don't accidentally activate the slide, the inflatable slide or anything like that. I just realised that we are below 10,000 feet and we are still doing well in excess of 250 knots. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bruton. I've got no idea. Honestly, let me see if I can find it. No idea why it's that, but it is. There we go. I've supposedly watched 130 hours of my own streams. Marcus, Sorry to hear that, mate. That's really frustrating, especially seeing as we're within 30 nautical miles of the airport. Sorry that it's done that to you, mate. Wow, Rooted, you've got 200 hours. Mate, genuinely, thank you. I know you always watch the streams and all that, but that's, yeah. But to come back to you, Marcus, sorry, I'm jumping around like a friggin' crack addict on a pogo stick tonight. Yeah, I have no idea why yours is 8.5, Jacko. I have no idea. Maybe your other account, your personal account, might have more. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, to come back to Marcus for a third time, might actually finish the sentence that I'm trying to... Yeah, I can still see your plane as well. It's... Yeah, it's really messed up, the way that it's sort of happened. As I said, within 30 nautical miles of the airport, and it's all frozen for you. So, yeah, you know. Thank you very much for flying along with us. I appreciate it, and enjoy watching the landings, I guess. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? You're going to corner the giveaway, mate. Wow, all of you have got so many hours. Sean, Brett, Tutti, Stu. How does Sean have more? Because apart from yourself, Vruden, Sean probably watches the most streams. It's really weird, isn't it, Marcus? Hey! Oh, is your plane moving? That must have... Yeah, okay, there we go. Marcus has just said he's back online. I was going to say, I can see Marcus's altitude moving. What's going on? Nah, that's really good. That's really good, Marcus. Alright, I'm going to turn my TCAS off. Because there's so many planes around right now that it's just having a complete meltdown. Right, so it's 1,000 feet above, so I want to be... No, I want to be at that. There we go, that's better. He's descending at like Mach 1. Yeah, he's... Well, to be fair, he's probably, you know, after a mid-air delay like that, the first thing on his mind is getting it down. We're gonna need
You surprise me to how shit you are.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Going to need to expedite. Why are we at 13,000 feet? Definitely going to need to expedite this little bit of descent here, that is for sure. Yeah, probably Sean, actually, because you basically watched all of those almost start to finish, so that would make sense. Yeah, I know, he's a bit rude, isn't he, Jacko? We're definitely going to need full speed brakes here to try and slow this thing down. I don't know why, I also have no idea why it's taken us on such a roundabout. It's meant to be coming into a RNAV, but it's just not. Weird. I'm going to take manual control in a moment anyway, now that I've realised it's not doing that. There we go.
We watch the sun go down over the same hometown, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll be okay if you stay. Stay. No, you're gone in the morning, but I'll
Come on, slow down. Really does not want to slow down.
We're never meant to last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of mind.
That's better. Oh my god, we are so high up. That's alright. We'll bring it in. We'll bring it in. We will manage to do this. Or maybe we won't. Because it just doesn't seem to slow down. So instead, I'm just going to do a loop. Do a holding pattern is what I'm going to do, because it is not slowing down.
Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay.
2,500.
Till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. We watch the sun go down over the same old town.
Yeah, I'm not. Believe it or not, Bruton, I'm not. I took manual control about 5 minutes ago. You may disagree, but I personally don't think I'm letting it fly me.
I was facing all the sunlight while our feet swung freely from the bridge. You asked if I'd save you if you were crazy. you are the one. I can tell that you've been through some kind of heartbreak. All I ever been with you is faithful like a blind girl.
Sorry, just a lot of concentration required here right now, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate the understanding of that.
I'm faithful like a blind girl's faithful like a blind girl's dog. We were walking on the sidewalk when we bumped into this person that I knew. You thought it was an old flame, but I told you it's not, so let it go. I tried to make you see that I would not betray you in a million years. So why, oh why do you still flee when you are all that I want? I can tell that you've been through some kind of heartbreak. All I ever been with you is faithful like a blind girl's dog. Every time I give you love, you still look so doubtful. I'm faithful like a blind girl's I'm faithful like a blind girl's faithful like a blind girl's dog. You got some trust issues, though I admit it's cute, but there's too many disputes with you. Once and for all, just tell me how I can set you free. I need to know. I can tell that you've been through some kind of heartbreak. All I ever been with you is faithful like
1,000.
blind girls. Every time I give you love, you still look so doubtful. I'm faithful like a blind girl's dog. I'm faithful like a blind girl's dog. I'm faithful like a blind girl's dog. Faithful like a blind girl's dog. Faithful like a blind
500.
girl's dog.
400. 300. 200.
Get down!
100. 50. 40.
Oh my god!
20. 10. 5.
Just refused to do anything, basically. Slow down, stop. Just wanted to float and... yeah. Appreciate the patience with that one, but bloody hell. That was... I mean, look, my fuel on board was not helping the scenario at all. John! We were, you want to turn plane or you want to just run us onto the grass? Obviously just wants to run us onto the grass. And then it just wants to stop. Yeah, exactly, Vruden. 100%. Way too long. Way too long. But as I said, my fuel on board is only 1,440 kilos. So that probably has a lot to do with the fact why I couldn't slow the damn thing down. Yeah, I probably should have, Vruden. Hey, And it was on glide slope and everything at 500, at 400, at 300, and then after 300 it just decided it no longer wanted to go towards the runway. But yeah, note to self, trying to slow an aircraft down with 1,000, well, not according to the Pappy Lights, Vruden. Between 1,000 feet and 300 feet, I had 2 red, 2 white. And then between 300 feet and the ground, I had 4 white. But, well, I guess, you know, in the end, we live and we learn. One of those, as I said, one of those things I've learned is don't try and land a A320 with 1,400 kilos of fuel on board. Turns out it's very hard to slow down because there's no weight behind it whatsoever. I'm still in complete landing configuration. Oh well, who cares? You know, YOLO this shit. Yeah, I was watching him too, Vruden. Between 1,000 and 300, I had 2 white, 2 red. Between 2,000 and 1,000, I had 4 white. And then below 300, I had 4 white. It's like it got to 300 feet and it's like, nah, bro, sorry, not going to let you land on the runway today. It's what it felt like, honestly. And I'm also discovering now that the way I had the flight plan set up gave me a 13-knot tailwind. Probably also not helpful for landing an aircraft. But anyway, we live, we learn. The more I do this, the more I get better at it. The problem is that there's... yeah, no, agreed, Bruno. Absolutely. The problem I have is that obviously I don't get the opportunity to do this too often, so I'm always a bit rusty when I stream and fly. Oh, hello Ash Dragon, how you going? We are just finishing up, unfortunately, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, you wonderful people, thank you very much for coming along on the stream. I do appreciate every single one of you, whether you watched along, whether you flew along, whether you did both. You're absolutely wonderful bunch of people. So we are going to try and do 4 milk runs over the next 4 days. This is milk run number 1, different aircraft per milk run. So if you do have the opportunity to come along, please do. Otherwise, if you haven't hit that like button or for some reason haven't subscribed, you know, I'd be very grateful if you did. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, make sure that you look after yourself, stay safe, stay well. Don't do anyone that I wouldn't do. I'll catch all of you wonderful, wonderful people very, very soon, somewhere in the skies. Catch you later. Oh, and shout out to Sean again for 2 donations to the channel tonight. Sean, it is greatly appreciated. Actually, Marcus asked a very, very, very valid question. I am still here. Sean, have you landed? And if you haven't, Sean, would you like me to hang around until you have? Because I usually do that. 244 feet per minute. Okay, all good. So he has landed. Sweet. Okay, bye.